Unforgotten, ITV drama on Sundays at 9 p.m. So, Sunday night was Unforgotten, Series 5. Well, I always say that. Episode 5, sorry. Obviously, last time DCI Cassie left a confidential file on a suspect in a cafe and ended up all over the internet. And Peter, one of the suspects, ended up being stabbed. Someone found him and was doing CPR all the way to the hospital, whilst DCI Cassie was out on a date. DI Sunny rang Cassie up when she got back to tell her what's happened. Obviously she wasn't happy because it was all because of her. And they did find the person that did do it and was arrested. Whilst that was going on, they was interviewing Jamie or James about someone driving erratically in his car down the street. Then they mentioned his son, and his literally eyes just widened when he done that. When they asked that, and asked if he took the car on the night. And as the episode went on, you're really suspecting his son that's done it. And then a doctor told the police that Jamie rang him and everyone else to stick to their story. Chris is trying to get his life back together. He said that he's made mistakes, but he's a good man. We found out that he suffers from bipolar. I always thought something was really strange about him, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And around the time, he was in a really, really bad way, especially after taking cocaine and all the stuff about him going on about like the child abuse website and everything else. But he was saying he was set up, which I completely agree with. I don't think he would do that. And he was charged with it, but he kept fighting. And then they dropped the charges because they found out at the time all these transactions was happening in his office, he wasn't actually in the UK. And I think it's his friend that done it, Tim, the doctor, I think it is. So then the police got a call from the hospital to say that Pete had died from a heart attack. And now DCI Cassie is going to blame herself, which I don't blame her. I would as well, you know, if I'd done that. The girl that's been doing the blogs on it, she was arrested for it. And Jamie went and seen his son, who is always drugged up. And to ask him about what happened that night. Obviously, he thinks he hit something because he was driving that car. He hit something. He thought it was an animal, so we got up and had a look. Couldn't see anything, so he kept going. So did he hit the animal, or was it her? So Chris's daughter went and seen her mum because I don't think she really believes what happened back then. They interviewed a drug dealer that sold Hayley drugs on the night that she died, and then they found out when they got back in London the morning after, I think it was, Tim, the doctor, got a speeding ticket. And then he got arrested because they found out, I think it was like 6 miles from where the body was found. So he got arrested and they searched his house and they found some knickers and a necklace with brown hair attached to it and something else. Then it ended. So this is episode 5. I think there's 12 episodes, I think, altogether. I will double check for next time. So if there is 12 episodes, we're only episode 5, so there's quite a lot to, So did Tim actually do it? I don't think he did. I think it was Elliot, which is Jamie's son. So the story is getting stronger and stronger now, finding all these different things out about each individual, and also about the DCI and the DI, about their like home life as well as work life. Trying not to interfere, let it interfere with work life. So yeah, absolutely brilliant acting in this. So I really hope they get to win some awards at the awards next year. So I look forward to seeing next episode this Sunday, ITV at 9 p.m.